Greetings. Hey, it's Susie Q. I'm up here in sunny Scottsdale. I do the work of quantum healing hypnosis technique. I'm a level 2 practitioner here in sunny Scottsdale. I also do the work of the Akashic Records, automatic writing, and facilitating subconscious pieces, especially within the QHHT. So all of these states of consciousness with the subconscious and looking at different ways of processing a person to have a better and a more joyful life. And so some of these things come through really easily, and so I love sharing. But the subconscious piece is kind of where my sweet spot is. And so, all right, so we're going to get started. So some things are coming up to surface. Okay, so that's what happened for me. Just maybe a few months ago, I started noticing things that were showing up in my skin. You know, I could see evidence that things were shifting. And then I just started noticing that I was beginning to realize that there was something that I could do to clear some things with my outer skin, you know, with my skin that I'm in. And so that has been a great win for me. And I really love acknowledging that I have the capacity to find better solutions, to have a better experience with my beautiful divine body. So anyway, so some things are coming up to surface, and this is kind of part of what we're talking about with some of these energies. And so we're going to go right into delete on the spot. It's about stress and pain, right? So we're going to get started right now with delete on the spot, stress and pain. Next, you think quickly of reactions and the feeling of your reactions, again, to determine whether they are strong or weak. When a reaction feels strong, then that reaction is not a problem. Okay. When a reaction feels weak, then that reaction is problematic. It seems simple, right? When a reaction feels strong, then that reaction is not problematic. So you're strong or weak. Now we're working with the emotion and this sensory load, what we call reaction. When reaction test weak, strengthen to delete the cumulative effects of all previous reactions in the body, mind, and soul to 0 minus infinity, a level where all previous reactions are gone. So the current reaction, the current experience is limited to just the new reaction. Let me read this one more time. When reaction tests weak, strengthen to delete the cumulative effects of all previous reactions in the body, mind, and soul to 0 minus infinity, a level where all previous reactions are gone. So the current experience is limited to just the new reaction. So there's a shift there. There's a huge shift when you're looking at strong or weak, and then just noticing that you'll have a new reaction once it's been cleared. And so some of the words that we're working with today is some of these states of consciousness regarding reaction. We could also be looking at some of the terms regarding the retrograde. We have 6 planets in retrograde right now in August. We could also look at reevaluation. We can also look at reassessment. We could also look at reconsideration, going into reflectiveness, going into review, reconnection, reversal, rejuvenation, and renewal. So some of these words, when we're looking at right now with these retrogrades, are pretty stacked up, is that we're working at what we call the words, retrograde, reevaluation, you get that. And we just noticed that it's not the time to pull the trigger on anything right now. So, and there may be some opportunities within the month that we can maybe get some opportunities. What would be best if you're going to have a purchase or go into a new job or whatever. So all of these states of consciousness are here. And so even with this premise of this emotional state, which is called reaction, it's one of those as well. So we're kind of in a level of what we might say a pause. And as we continue looking at some of these words, the reevaluation. So maybe you want to evaluate something, but then you get everything kind of organized. And as soon as you feel lighter in the body working with that, you'll know exactly the right time for the evaluation to come through. And even with reassessments, when you look at assessments, even during this period of time with these retrogrades, is you can kind of start organizing what you're going to be with your assessments, and you'll start getting more guidance eventually during this month and maybe even next month. And also working with consideration. And so when we're looking at consideration, it could be maybe a job, an opportunity, some funds may come in, maybe you'll have a better breakthrough with something with that consideration. The next one would be reflectiveness. And so the more that we kind of just give ourselves a little bit of time to relax, to rest, to feel comfortable in your body, just knowing that reflectiveness is really in bringing more goodness for us through these couple of months. And so it's going to be super fantastic. But reflecting is great. You can maybe do some doodling. You can maybe do some writing. You could do painting. You could do some type of art, or you could just go outside and just be kissed by the sun, all of that. Also with review, is that you maybe have an opportunity that something is going to be showing up for you, and you're kind of on the precipice, like you're like, I'm ready to do it now. But that review will be coming through as well. And also with what we call reconnection. So reconnection is going to be showing up also because some of these connections that you've had, and they're not really right there with you. These could be your friends or your community or your family, but they're eventually, when some of these retrogrades are releasing, then some of these connections could be wide open. And then also with reversal, and again with rejuvenation too. Like even when I was saying this, some things are coming up to surface. That rejuvenation has been in process with me probably for 3 months since I started noticing things. So that rejuvenation is really, really powerful. Even when I was back in Houston and back even in Austin, I think I look lighter. I feel I'm much lighter with my body. And I've been taking really good care of myself, and I have access to tons of nutrition and chiropractic stuff, and I've just been really enjoying all that. And also with that idea of renewal. And so when we go into these beautiful words, that are coming through with reaction, retrograde, reevaluation, reassessment, reconsideration, reflectiveness, review, reconnection, reversal, rejuvenation, and renewal, we just start feeling, I think, lighter, and sometimes we do take pauses in times, so sometimes we want to I'm going to get this done right now. I'm going to do this right now. And I'm so excited. I'm just so, I'm so zealous about the whole thing. Or you could just say, I'm taking a little bit of time to process what exactly it is that I'm wishing for my business or for my relationship or my capacity to have more prosperity. Any of these things are showing up. So just take a little time. Maybe if you want to, you can do some mind mapping. I'm a big fan of mind mapping. I had a client yesterday with some of the QHHT, and we were working with mind mapping because this young lady had so many gifts. She was here from Phoenix, and then she moved to Colorado. All of a sudden in Colorado, her energy just started blasting out. So she had so many gifts and so many opportunities, and she got kind of befuddled. She didn't know exactly what would be the best thing, and she had so many gifts that were coming through, and sometimes that happens. But we started kind of connecting with some of the things that she wanted to do, and then mind mapping is a great tool. And I said, if you could just do mind mapping and have like 3 top burners or domains of concerns, if she just does 3 in 1 month, have 3 pop beautiful states of consciousness with these 3 domains. If she does it for 1 month, she'll get more guidance, but she can still grow the mind mapping. She can still grow and have it all kind of just beautiful, so all of these things are showing up. So maybe we can't right now get triggered or or hit the button to say, yes, I'm going to do it now. We just start kind of planning. We're planning, we're reorganizing, and we're finding better solutions, and we don't have to do it immediately. So just take your time just kind of refresh yourself, have a better experience with loving yourself and loving others. The more that we feel that love, that sense of love, that sense of goodness and sweetness, is that we want to have everyone feel happy and comfortable, especially feeling loved. And so even you can even say, I just love myself. And then with that, you can say, you can just send that love out to everybody, everybody. So we'll see you soon, and namaste.